Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone. Welcome back to Full Buffet of Denial, Double Standards, and Accidental Comedy. Grab your popcorn because logic's about to body slam feelings, again. First up, we've got a woke woman who swears Planned Parenthood gives out diapers until one phone call proves it gives out something else entirely.
And do you still give her money, resources, diapers? Do you give her daycare?
Yeah, does Planned Parenthood do that, man?
Yes!
No, they don't.
Daycare offers services that help
They
you
do not
get
offer
abortions.
diapers or baby formula or maternity clothes. I will bet you $10 million that they do not, because I have gone into Planned Parenthood multiple times. Would you like to call Planned Parenthood right now and ask them if they give diaper formula?
I don't care what you have to say about it. I've gone
You
to
don't care
abortion
what I have
clinics.
to say because you don't care about facts. I get that. But let me just call
facts don't
Planned
care about
Parenthood.
your feelings, unfortunately. So the lives you think you're saving, you're
I'm
not
calling
doing
Planned
shit.
Parenthood.
No, you
I'm
don't.
calling Planned Parenthood.
Listen.
Hold on, be quiet.
No, I don't care what you have to say.
Do you offer diapers or formula?
I said they
Oh, we
offer
do not. I'm
resources.
sorry. Thank you. I knew you didn't help that. You just kill babies. Thank you. Planned Parenthood just confirmed they do not offer formula or diapers. 2 miles away. They do not do that.
They're not solutions, but they offer
Yeah, that's
help.
just like how abortion isn't a solution, ma'am.
You'd be the type of person to scream at a woman for getting an abortion going into a clinic when really she's going for a mammogram.
Actually,
else.
Planned Parenthood doesn't provide mammograms.
Yes,
only
they
do it
do.
in like 5 of their
Yes,
clinics.
they fucking do. I've gone to them
like
for
5 times, right?
mammograms.
Call
they
back.
do them.
You want me to call back? I can call back.
Oh my God, you have so much in your life. Are you so happy with yourself?
No, I'm just
Do you
proving
not
wrong.
hate everyone
You just
that
make
doesn't agree
claims
with you, so you just
and you
wanna
act like
cry
they're
and
facts.
scream and kick?
But just because you believe something and you strongly support killing a baby in the womb for any reason doesn't mean the claims that you're making are actual truth. Have a great day.
It's honestly impressive how some people can hold absolute certainty while holding zero facts. You could hand them reality on speakerphone and they'd still argue with the dial tone. The mental gymnastics deserve an Olympic medal, if only logic weren't a banned substance. Next, a self-proclaimed educator tries to school Pete Hegseth and ends up getting a masterclass in reality instead.
Like to turn to you.
So to be clear, these are men who think they're women.
These are women. I'm happy to educate you on
But these are men.
on trans
and so
issues at another
what we've
time.
identified is that there's mental health issues with that belief system.
I'd like to turn
that
to general
are detrimental
now.
to readiness, and that's the determination that we've made and that we stand behind. Gender dysphoria.
And so you don't
Every time someone says, I can educate you, you just know a PhD in delusion is about to be handed out. Hegseth needed a translator for whatever parallel universe she was arguing from. Moving on, a liberal woman claims ICE agents are breaking the law until she realizes the only thing illegal is her argument.
Do you think it's wrong for people to shoot ICE agents while they're doing their jobs?
I mean, yes, but I think ICE agents are also not doing their job within the full scope of the law. Many are not identifying themselves when being asked to. They are with masks on, which is also illegal, to not identify yourself with your face.
What law makes that illegal?
If you are a police officer or an agent of the law, you must identify yourself when asked by civilians. So they are violating that when they are going into neighborhoods and being asked by people, and they are not doing that. I don't think that's right.
Okay. So that's not illegal for them to do that. It's not illegal for ICE agents specifically to cover their face. It's actually not even illegal for them to not read someone their Miranda rights. They can detain anybody for any reason, and that person must provide proof for their citizenship. They have every right to do that. That is 100% lawful. That is in the U.S. Code, Title 8.
Okay. You know, I'm actually going to ask that you don't post me on Liberty Hangout. I don't want my face anywhere near you.
You were having a nice conversation with me when I offered that maybe you might not be correct in your statement. Then you want to say you don't want to be anywhere near me?
I felt disgusted by you before I walked up and had the conversation.
Why so?
I mean, you asked very leading questions that are already...
It just says, ask me anything.
You can always tell when a debate ends. It's right after the don't post this online panic sets in. Funny how legal lectures vanish the moment reality checks show up. She came in with confidence and left with a privacy request. Coming up, a podcast guest introduces herself as a dog named Meow and somehow expects us to take that genetically.
My name is Meow like a cat, but I am a dog, and I'm 27. I'm from the USA, and I'm a Twitch live streamer.
Your name is Meow?
Yes.
What was the whole thing with the dog thing?
Meow like a cat, but I am a dog.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you live your life as a cat?
As a dog. Were you not following? Meow
name's
like a
Meow.
cat, but I am a dog.
Okay. So you live your life as a dog?
Yes.
Can you show your teeth? Okay. And is that Are those like
Genetic. It's a dog
No,
thing.
it's not genetic, but was it put in by a dentist or?
So it's like a dog thing. I'm a dog girl, so they help me like tear meat and stuff.
We live in a world where someone can say, I'm genetically a dog with a straight face and still vote. Honestly, I don't know what's scarier, her argument or the fact she probably has followers. Then, a white woke woman warns a brown interviewer he'll be deported because, apparently, anti-racism now comes in racist flavor.
Why do you think they're going to take me too?
Because you have brown skin.
That's pretty racist. I'm an American citizen.
Doesn't matter.
So you think I'm going to get deported?
You could.
So this woman right here thinks I'm going to get deported because I'm a brown woman. That's an extremely racist thing to say, ma'am.
No, the racist people are...
No, you're the racist because you just came up to me and said I'm going to get deported because I'm brown. How dare you? How dare you sit here and speak to me because of my skin tone? No, I don't need to be careful. Guess what? I voted for Donald Trump because he's a president of law and order, and I've actually met him. He's very nice. And it's racists like you who stand here and tell me that I'm going to get deported because I'm brown. How dare you? This is the average right liberal right here.
Woke logic strikes again, fighting racism with more racism. Nothing says I care about equality, like assuming someone's immigration status based on their skin tone. The interviewer handled it like a pro though. Imagine thinking you're saving people while casually insulting them to their faces. After that, a woman decides the American flag and basic biology are extremist symbols, and that's how patriotism became hate speech, folks.
You right-wing extremists are into that gender binary, which is very oppressive.
So I'm just gonna, just really fast, I'm not a right-wing extremist. I'm actually a United States...
You have American flag on your shirt.
I'm a United States Air Force veteran. My parents are legal immigrants from the Middle East. I don't give into the right wing. I'm not right wing just because I don't give into that. Like, for instance, first of all...
do you believe there are two genders?
Yes, I believe there's...
Then you're a right-wing extremist.
That has nothing to do with being right wing. There's men and women. If some people have gender dysphoria...
Did you wear a mask during the pandemic?
I definitely did not wear a mask.
Well, then you are a right-wing extremist.
Apparently, loving your country, believing in biology, and breathing freely are now the holy trinity of extremism. Somewhere between the flag and the chromosomes, she declared a national emergency. These people don't debate, they just diagnose normalcy as hate speech. Next up, a Democrat candidate forgets how elections work and rage quits after one too many logical questions.
What do you say to the 40% of California voters who you'll need in order to win, who voted for Trump?
How would I need them in order to win?
Well, unless you think you're going to get 60% of the vote.
Me versus a Republican? I think that I will win.
What if it's you versus another Democrat?
I don't intend that to be the case.
You don't think
I feel like this is unnecessarily argumentative. What is your question?
The question is the same thing I asked everybody, that this is being called the empowering voters to stop power grabs.
Answer the question as you have it written and I'll answer it.
Do you think you need any of those 40% of California voters to win? And you're saying, no, you don't.
No, I'm saying I'm going to try to win every vote I can. What I'm saying to you is that I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it. Thank you.
You're not going to do the interview with us?
Nope, not like this. I'm not. Not with 7 follow-ups to every single question you ask.
Every other candidate has answered.
I don't care. I don't care. I want to have a pleasant, positive conversation. I have never had to do this before, ever.
Okay, but every other candidate has done this.
I'm me, so I am going to make...
So you're not going to answer questions?
So she shows up for an interview and gets offended by questions. That's like applying for a chef job and storming out because someone mentioned food. If this is her reaction to mild curiosity, imagine her running a state. Every press conference would end with, I am me, and an exit. Here comes another one, where a woke woman swears late-term abortions don't exist until the conservative opens a website that disagrees.
There are not late-stage abortions.
Yes, actually there are. Here, I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to call an abortionist for you, ma'am.
Call an abortionist? What does that mean?
William Hearn, Boulder Abortion Clinic.
Thank you for calling.
It might still be.
Dr. Hearn's answering service. How may I help you?
Hi, yeah, I just figured out I was pregnant today, and I'm like really far along. Like I'm like 30 weeks. Can I schedule an abortion with you all?
Let me see if I can help with this. One moment here. I mean, right now you're calling the answering service, so I can't actually schedule that appointment. What I can do is route this, like put in the request and just have the office call you back.
Sure, that's fine. On the website here, the website says 3rd trimester abortion, so I guess that would be
Accurate, yeah.
It is accurate. Okay, thank you so much.
The confidence of saying late-term abortions don't exist while Google is right there, unmatched. She could have checked the website before opening her mouth, but why bother when denial feels so empowering? This is what happens when conviction outruns comprehension. Meanwhile, a vegan argues with a man about eating meat and somehow ends up debating donkey marriage.
Look at these vegans. You know, you need to have more meat. You're looking a bit washed out.
I eat plenty of vegan meat.
Vegan meat? That's like saying I have plenty of black whites. I've got loads of nighttime days.
Do you know what meat is?
It's the rotting carcass of a living animal, and it's delicious because God told us to eat meat.
Did God tell you to murder animals?
No, murder is a legal term. You cannot murder an animal.
By definition, murder is taking someone's life, whether they're
someone's life.
Well, non-human animals are someone.
All right, will you marry?
She says she's got plenty of vegan meat. Yeah, and I've got plenty of imaginary protein. You can't cheat biology. Without real nutrients, all you're fueling is delusion and vitamin deficiency. Up next, liberal panelists celebrate peace in the Middle East, but forget to mention the orange guy who made it happen.
After 2 years of captivity by Hamas, the 20 remaining living Israeli hostages were released and are reuniting with their families. 1,700 Palestinian prisoners have also been released and reunited with their families. And as of this morning, there is no fighting in Gaza. And so I think
it's historic. It is a massive diplomatic achievement, and I think the whole world can breathe a sigh of relief.
I remain a faithful person that this truly is the dawn of peace in the Middle East.
You know, honestly, let me just quote John Lennon. Can we please just try to give peace a chance?
Today, tonight, there's peace in the world.
Yeah.
So, there we are.
That's it? There we are? You had so much to say about how great this peace is, yet nothing to say about who brought the peace. Say his name. You know the name. I don't know why you are avoiding the name today, but you're talking about him every single day. Now, say his name.
It's honestly hilarious how allergic they are to giving Trump any credit. You can see them celebrating peace, but choking on the name behind it. Their silence says everything. They know who made it happen, but praising him would ruin their whole narrative. Then we've got a congressman asking simple pronoun questions, and the woke witness proving she doesn't even know her own tweet.
Here's a tweet that you guys put out in June of 2021. I just want to ask you, what does E mean as a pronoun? It's E.
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you know what M means as a pronoun?
I'm also not sure.
Okay. Don't you think it's important to know what these mean? You guys are in this post, you wrote, or somebody on your comms team wrote, that using the correct pronouns impacts trans people's health, can reduce the risk of depression and suicide. That's a pretty serious claim. It seems like if you're going to demand people use these pronouns, you would know what they mean, right?
I delegate. 23andMe had a lot of people. We had 6, 7.
You were CEO though, right?
It was CEO, but it doesn't mean I can oversee every single post.
Well, this is a very, very politically charged post that you guys put out. I would think that you would have a view on that. Can you tell us what is the difference between Z and Z? One of them is ZE and one is XE.
I'm not up to speed on that.
Okay. Does it concern you that not understanding this might increase the risk of depression and suicide amongst trans people?
I support my research team that felt that, you know, it's important for us to be inclusive of everybody, and it was very much grounded.
I agree, but it doesn't seem very inclusive if you don't know what they mean, right?
I respect the social team and the research team that put that post together.
You don't know what any of these pronouns mean, but you guys are promoting it.
I assume it's different ways people like to be.
This is the perfect example of performative activism. She talks about pronouns like they're life or death, but can't even define the ones she promotes. When you push ideology over logic, this is what happens. It's all about optics, not understanding. No wonder people are tired of this nonsense. Now this one's gold. A MAGA man gets called fascist and calmly destroys a woke drunk with pure verbal precision.
If you cared about your country, you wouldn't be supporting the fascists.
If you cared about your country, you wouldn't be walking in there to hear some alcoholic, drunk woman spit some gibberish out in front of you.
Well, let me tell you something.
Oh yeah, listen to them, right?
They told me not to talk about what a dumbass you are.
Using cuss words because you can't say anything and tell.
It's always the same script. Accuse others of fascism while acting like the speech police yourself. The MAGA man called out the nonsense perfectly, and the woke guy's brain blue screened. The moment he ran out of buzzwords, the cussing began. When logic fails, the volume always goes up. And finally, a woman denies biological differences between men and women, right before science suplexes her with skeletal muscle facts.
So let's follow the science for a moment. Not opinions, but science.
So, Ms. Graves, what is the average difference in skeletal muscle between biological men and biological women?
So I'm definitely not a scientist, but I can tell you about the studies that have been done looking at transgender athletes, cisgender athletes.
It's a great answer to a question I didn't ask, so perhaps I can help you.
So the answer, I think where you're trying to go is there an inherent...
Is there a biological difference between men and women?
In all contexts, and the answer is no.
Okay,
right now.
Okay,
the answer is no.
Okay, let me educate you.
And the reason that I can
reclaiming my time.
The answer is no is because UCLA has studied this. They did a study of...
The gentlewoman's reclaimed her time. Miss McLean's recognized.
So I'll educate you. I'll tell you, men have 30 to 40% more skeletal muscle than biological women. That's not right. That's not wrong. That just is what it is. I was going to ask you what is the difference in upper body strength. I don't think you know that either, so I'll answer that question for you as well. Biological men exhibit 20 to 50% greater upper body strength and 25 to 30% lower body strength than biological women. That's just the science.
The woke woman tried so hard to dance around biology that she nearly invented a new language. But reality doesn't bend to feelings. Men do have more skeletal muscle, and that's just science. Watching her face when the conservative woman dropped facts was priceless. You could almost hear the gears grinding in denial. And that wraps it up. If secondhand embarrassment burned calories, we'd all be shredded by now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your favorite meltdown in the comments.